Hi, everybody. We've got Kevin Beers in here, known as COS tonight. What does that stand for?
I was just playing around. I can change it to something different.
Oh, please don't. I think everybody wants to know what COS means.
It's short for a nickname I have.
COS?
Short for it.
Okay.
I can't imagine. I can't say it on TV here.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why he's, yeah.
Actually, it's a trivia question for a TV show. Short for a
Cosby Show?
character on a TV show.
Cosby Show?
Matt, it's going to bug you forever, isn't it?
COS. Did you get any idea?
Well, we're got a show here. We got to get serious, man. We got to be serious.
We are going to get serious. Dennis, hello, out there.
Hey, how are you?
Never lands, acting like he's in Hawaii right now.
Yeah. So nice
You
here.
got a nice breeze going on. Matthew Shun, how are you, my little friend?
Hello.
Hey, let's get right to the nitty-gritty. First of all, we are giving away a 2-mic True Diversity wireless system.
Yeah.
The link will be available below in this video, but you have to be from Canada. That you have to have a Canada address to enter. So please, if you're from Canada and you're watching this in YouTube land, click that link and enter. Simple as that.
How's that giveaway happening?
What's that?
When are they doing it?
Well, originally it was supposed to be the last Monday in July, so we've extended it a little bit more because we've been having problems and, people taking vacations, and this is a big vacation month, so we're going to extend it a little longer. So we're going to go into maybe the second week of August, I believe,
Okay.
to pick a winner. And we've also had some issues loading the actual link for the sign up on YouTube. I do believe that is resolved now. So if you're in Canada watching this on YouTube, click that link, enter. No purchase necessary. Just, we're not trying to sell you anything. Right. And don't forget to like youtube.com/discjockeynews for any and all upcoming things that we do here. I want to thank Michael, who is John Young's son, who, it always sounds like a Chinese plate, huh? Yeah, give me a John Young song. No, he's a great guy. He's the one that edits all our YouTube videos, and he does a great job. So thank you, John Young's son, Michael, for doing all that. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of tonight's show.
Okay.
Because this has happened to every one of us. Kevin is the latest victim of this.
Me too.
Matthew, just before Kevin is a victim, you were.
Mm-hmm.
I am also a victim, but I had notice before it was going to end. We're talking about karaoke shows that you're doing. My last show is, I got 2 last shows. This Wednesday and Sunday, same venue. Done. Locking the door. Goodbye. After 6 years. Now, Matt, let's start
They're
with
closing.
you.
They're closing that place.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They're not. The business was great. It was the area they're at.
Okay.
So they
It was
don't like
not
the
a-
location.
And they've been looking around for another location. They don't want to go another year. And let's just say there are people that hang across the street from this venue. I don't want to get into specifics that
Sure.
shouldn't be there,
Okay.
and asking our customers for money or cigarettes or whatever.
I'm sorry. I was in a hard way.
Well, Kevin, I offered you a free meal that night. You didn't take it.
You didn't say it was a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't think there's a such thing, but that's one reason. That's why they said, okay, we can't do this anymore.
Are they looking to relocate then, or are they just deciding to end it? Or they
You know what? They're 50. They're on the fence with it. They're
Okay.
like, hey, we had a good run. Maybe we should just, we'll see. Who knows? But
So
I know I got a great reference. But
So you had a gut feeling coming up to that point where you kind of felt like this is coming.
you know what? I did not, and that's a good question. Because I thought everything was hunky-dory, just like you guys did. Like everything's... But at least they gave me like a 3-month notice saying, hey, August 3rd, last night, locked the doors, and it hit me hard. I mean, 6 years in that venue, and we're all family in there,
Yeah.
And it hit me hard. I'm still hit. I made a post on Facebook tonight. If you guys get a chance, you can read it, like it, whatever. I don't care. But it was just, I had to let everybody know how I felt about it, and I didn't badmouth anybody. Who are you going to badmouth? I know the people that hung across the street, they get issues. They got problems. They've got, and it really just, if this building was in another area free of that, but if you think about it, what area is free of any of that anyway today? None. You pull up to any red light, you pull up to any stop sign, and you're going to see somebody with a sign, or
Sure.
yeah.
Yep.
And it was just too much for this establishment, and I get it. So may the keep rest in peace, may I say, as of this Sunday. And I enjoyed working for them. And anyway, Matt, you had a falling out recently.
I did. A week ago Thursday, it was the day of. I mean, I had no warning at all that this was coming, but that was just my strictly straight up DJ night, and it was ladies' night. And I always look forward to playing there on that night because it was, it kind of broke up the monotony a little bit of the.
Yeah, because there were ladies.
So we wouldn't have to do karaoke another night.
Actually, not so much. We were bringing in more guys. We were bringing in more guys than women. So, but yeah. I mean, it just kind of broke up the monotony of the karaoke thing or whatever. It gave me a break.
Yeah, you need to do that.
Allowed me to do something different, I mean, but they told me that we need to make some cutbacks. They're planning on expanding the bar. Adding on an addition or whatever to the back of the place, and so they're making cutbacks and stuff where they need to, and so basically they told me that having me there, they're still doing ladies' night on Thursday. They're just doing it without me playing music because they said doesn't pay to have you come in, drive an hour to come down here. And then we got to pay you to play music when we could just have people put money in the jukebox. You're basically a glorified jukebox.
Yeah, and some places can do free jukebox, I believe, that night too. So I believe they can program it with and so they can just play what they want in that damn jukebox.
Yeah. My point though was that I mean, it's kind of like. I mean, I wasn't trying to do like a club type of thing or anything like that, but I did do, I don't know if you guys do any mixing at all. Like, can you beat match and stuff like that? Whatever.
I don't. I never did.
I used to. I don't.
I wasn't doing any scratching or anything like that. It was just like basically blending songs together from one to another.
Yeah.
And I said, a jukebox can't do that. And they're like, well, we're not really interested in hearing that type of music anyway.
Yeah.
We don't care about blending from one song to another. We just want to hear original songs, So at that point, I mean, then it's like, well, yeah, then it's just, throw a couple bucks in the jukebox and hear the song you want to hear.
Were they offering
You know
any
what I
kind of
mean?
drink specials beyond you or anything else?
Yes.
Okay. So
There was, ladies drink free from 9 to midnight.
Ooh.
What?
With the,
Wow.
You could not get away with that in my area, but yeah.
with the purchase of a $10 wristband. So they buy a $10 wristband.
$10 all you could drink.
Yep.
Yeah, I could never get away with that around here. I don't know about where Dennis
Yeah.
is from.
So they did that.
No, we don't allow it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then they had 275. I guess they call them pounders,
16 ounces.
which I think is like
Well,
tall beers. I guess.
Yeah,
I guess it's like a tall beer, a pounder.
I don't know. I don't
275
drink, so
I don't either. But yeah, 275 pounders and 250 rail drinks. So, but and that all you can drink for $10. That did not include shots. I mean, that was basically all you could drink. That was like, rail drinks. And,
they probably had a certain menu. Yeah.
Is a rail drink a draft? Is that what
a rail drink would be like a non brand name food.
So you drink from the bottom of the barrel, basically. For $10 till what were the hours? 9 to midnight. They could do that.
Yeah. So like when you go to the liquor store, you can get Bacardi, or you can get like whatever Gone
Smirnoff or something stupid. I
not even that. It's like
Jenkins.
like a some
it's generic?
no name.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I never heard the term. As you can tell, I'm not an alcoholic or a bar fly.
Yeah.
So,
But anyway,
so
yeah,
Matt, do you think once they're done expanding this bar, they're going to bring you back? Is that kind of? Did they give you that kind of impression? Or
they didn't give me that kind of vibe, but
yeah.
I mean, I could talk to them again about it, whatever. But I don't know. And then they're not only are they expanding out in the back, but they're also going to do a rooftop bar.
Now,
Outside,
correct. Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
covered.
In Minnesota.
But correct me if I'm wrong. This ladies' night, didn't you also do a karaoke night at the same place?
Yes, I
Oh,
yeah,
was
I still have Saturdays.
So that's still going.
Yes, I still have Saturdays.
Okay, so you're not
They just-
completely out of them, right?
No,
I mean,
but I am losing like about $1,000 a month by not
I just
having-
wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page. So it's not like they said, get out of here, we don't want, So you still have your karaoke night at this establishment.
Yep,
It was
yep.
just ladies' night. And I
Yes.
think if they didn't do the wristband for $10, they wouldn't have gotten rid of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they will lose a lot of money doing that, honestly. That's just my opinion.
It wasn't really. I mean, it wasn't really gaining a lot of traction. So honestly, I mean, they would only sell like maybe a couple of wristbands a night.
Were they advertising
It
that?
really wasn't bringing. What's that? Oh yeah, they were advertising it,
Okay.
but it's just not a. I mean, this place is kind of a. I don't know if you. I'm hearing is the TV on.
That might have been something going by me. I'm 93 is right behind me. Yeah.
So, or what was I forgot my.
Wristband
I
thing.
lost my
You're talking about the wristband.
there wasn't really getting any traction. So, I mean, they were selling like a couple of wristbands a week or whatever, and yeah, and it was bringing in
Sounds
more
like a
guys.
deal of the century to me.
This place is like It's a little tiny pizza place that's in the South Metro, like out in the boonies, kind of, you know. So it's not really like a dance club destination type of place.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little pizza place, restaurant, that bar and grill kind of place or whatever. It's not really like, you know.
Curious, what kind of reviews does it have under Google? Is it glowing reviews?
The food there is amazing. It's really good. The pizza is awesome.
Maybe you're there and they just have bad public relations, and it doesn't matter what. They've alienated everybody, and you being there doing ladies' night isn't going to fix anything. You're saying that they do a good job, so it's not like they're hurting for when you show up.
Yeah, that's basically what
You're
Kevin's
complimenting
trying to
each
say.
other.
Yeah.
I think the money that they pay me each week to be there as a DJ, I think they're probably wanting to save that money each week and put that towards the expansion.
Yeah.
Let's move quickly to Dennis.
Go.
Dennis, you used to have. Thank you, Matt. Because and Dennis, you used to have 5 shows, maybe more in Maine, right?
I did.
Maine, and you've also been in this situation to where you walked in,
Canceling it tonight, we don't need you, kind of thing, I had one place I had 2 nights a week, and they were very faithful to me, and they were awesome. And they still, I love them to pieces to this day. But I had a couple other places that were just planted by ear, like, hey, we're not going to do it tonight. It's like, well, I wish I'd known, because I could have booked myself somewhere else. And that's the big thing. Like Matt was saying, you're losing that money,
Yeah.
You counting on it,
Now, let me ask you this, because we've all been in this situation. Because you lose a gig somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Does it make you want to say, I don't want to do this ever again? Screw it.
No, I didn't. I just would start searching for another place.
But it does hurt, right? Deep down.
It hurt like crazy.
Because immediately, right, you're thinking, could I have done something better? Right. Could I have changed something? Mm-hmm. Why didn't they talk to me?
Yeah.
And this is where now I want to thank you, Dad. I want to go over to Kevin, because Kevin just recently had right, and he's smiling. I'm good to see you smile, brother. Because you had one a week. This is what you've been doing, right, for this venue. Right? But I want you to explain, give us a short version, start, how it ended, what you posted, because that's very important. I want everybody to know what you posted, and they coming back to you saying, take that down. I disagree with them saying that, and you guys will all understand. Kevin, you got the floor.
Well, I thank you. I'll try to keep it as G-rated as I can. I'm a little.
Please.
Okay. Let's say I'm peeved, pissed, angry, because they don't seem to understand that this is almost like I consider myself an employee there. Now, I know I'm not, and I know it's 1099 and all that stuff. But when this is necessary to pay the bills, and they, on a whim, the owner says, I'm not getting enough pay coming into the payout for you. We're going to cancel this for a while until we decide to start it up again. Well, how do I go to my debtors and tell them that answer? It's like, hey, I don't have the money right now because my regular event decided to just, on a whim, cancel.
Okay, stop right there. When did they cancel you? The day of, or
the day of in the morning?
See, this is what I wanted to get.
I mean, that's not even a common courtesy of, like, if you're fired, if you give notice that you're moving to a new job, it's always 2 weeks.
Yep.
That's why I'm now of the opinion you really, really, really should push for a binding contract. So they can't sort of on a whim decide to change their mind, even though I'd asked before because we were having a slowdown. Oh, don't worry. The owner loves you and he will do anything for us. There's nothing going to happen. So anyways, I was notified day of. So because I have a following, I went on my website for my business page and posted on there. I can read it right to you. I can find it. Yes, I can. I have it posted here. I put on there, this is the original posting. I put on there, due to lack of patrons at the establishment. If you want the name, I can give that to you if you don't want me to put it on there. Don't do that? Okay.
Don't do that.
They have decided to cancel karaoke until further notice. And then I put down, if you would like to have me with one of the largest libraries of karaoke songs for your establishment, give me a ring. So then I get a message through Messenger instead of a direct call, because this message was given to me through Messenger that they had decided to.
Okay, so now, first of all, that post he made, we all in agreement? There was nothing wrong with that.
There was nothing wrong with it.
Nope.
Yeah, that's letting my fan base know that I'm not going to be there tonight because
we're going somewhere with this. Trust me.
I already posted at 8 in the morning. Get ready in less than 12 hours. I'm going to be at karaoke to let everybody know. So I pulled that one and then I put this one here. Well, in the meantime, after I posted this second one about lack of patrons, I got again through Messenger, I got a message saying, could you pull your post? And it's like, I pulled the one that I'm going to be there tonight. She said, no, the other one that talks about customers. And it's like, well, no, I'm not going to pull it because I want people to know I'm not going to be there so they don't drive whatever distance or take the time out of their day to show up expecting to do karaoke when I'm not there.
Right.
So I said, no, I'm not going to remove it. I did change the word to, instead of patrons, I put lack of support. They can read into it what they want. But like I said, I wasn't going to remove the fact that I wasn't going to be there because I think that's being rude to my following.
Sure.
My following might not be great, but still, it's a common courtesy to let people know I'm not going to be there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as
the last thing you want to do is not have anything posted at all.
Yeah.
And
I don't think they posted anything till after the fact. It was like, hey, come see so-and-so. We're not doing karaoke tonight. FYI, So they sort of did it sort of after the fact, and I'm trying to get ahead of the game. Now, I'm not going to, because I don't manage their Facebook page, so I'm not going to go in there because I can't, but that would be something you should let them know on their site too. But I at least let everybody know that has followed me because that app, I think they know my company name and they can get the connection. And if they want to pay attention, it's like, hey, we like Kevin. He's fun. He has a lot of music. He makes us sound good. His music sounds good. He's got a good sound system. There's no feedback. I pay attention to his site so that I know where he's going to be so I can follow him. Now, I understand if you're not going to drive 20 miles, but if I'm just one town over and it's maybe from 5 minutes to 15 minutes, yeah, I'll drive over there. I enjoy him. I want to let everybody know that has been around me and seen me, where I'll be. So anytime I get a new event, I will post that. To keep people.
But I mean, what I'm saying is, like in a situation like this where you're not going to be there, the last thing you want to do is not post anything.
Yeah.
And then have people show up,
right,
and be all berated.
In a tizzy,
because we drove all this way.
They're mad at you.
Because
I had that same. I think it was that last. No, I think it was the last one or the one before. I had someone come up, and they said they had an issue, and I didn't know the problem. If I don't know about a problem until you come and tell me there was a problem. He had a problem with the app. Now everybody else is having no problems with the app that day. And it's a Songbook DB app, and it's very handy. They don't have to come up and make a request and they go, sorry, I don't have that one. You want to try again? This app tells you everything I have. So you can go in there and pick your song and know that I have it. It takes away dead time. A lot of these older school KJs, they have that dead time where you basically, you're either playing bumper music, but with me, I can bring the next one up. Boom, they're singing. Boom, they're singing. So I can get more singers in a given time frame than the old school guys. But anyways, this guy had a problem with the app, and it's like, sir, I didn't know there was any problem because everybody else was getting on. Just that first time, I don't know whether your cell phone wasn't getting the signal out to come back to me because everybody else was getting on there because he said, I had multiple people I saw go up there twice. I said, you should have just come up and it's like, hey, I put in a request. And so I told him, it's like, next time you come in here, just that first song, maybe come up and check with me. He's like, hey, did you get my song in? It's like, yep, I got it in. Otherwise, I don't really know. I only know what you tell me. And so I think there was some sort of a technical glitch with either him operating the program or it, signal coming from his internet service to mine. So
sounds to me like he was doing the app wrong, but everybody else, yeah.
And I tell people, because I don't usually have a lot of time if I've got like 15 to 20 songs queued up, I was like, hey, talk with one of the bartenders because some of them were doing it and some of the regulars. They will walk you through it and they got more time to spend with you, or they'll actually put you on their song list, which I'm fine with too, So, I try to help people as much as I can, but I only know what I know. So if you don't let me know there's a problem, and this day he got right in and it worked. So he was like, hey, this is great. So I know people like that app, the ones that have used it and understand it, but it's sort of a little bit of learning curve. I think it's a little clunky maybe. But, because I've had times where it will boot me out and I have to re-sign in. I'll have to ask Eric if he's had that problem. But, sorry, I know, long-winded. I'll shut up.
So Songbooks DB, is that, no, with that app, you need like a username and a password to sign into it?
Well, we do as the host. They will just scan a QR code.
Yeah. They can do it.
Pick the venue you're at. Pick a venue that you're at.
Okay.
Search the song.
So there's no login.
Well, there is if they sign in for it, or if they're a visitor, they don't have to.
They can just go as a guest.
Okay.
Yeah, I always recommend that because I think the few that have tried to sign on and be in the system, it seems to, I think, give them more grief. So I always tell everybody to sign in as a guest or a visitor and just walk through.
Well, I understand what you're saying. We've already brought it up. We might as well just say it, a Songbook DB. And I've been using this for, 10 years, and I love it. And the singer or patron, or in Kevin's case, supporter, which I get, they are supporting you, and that's what he brought up in that post, by the way.
Yes.
And the venue took it the wrong way. That's their problem. Anybody that shows up to your shows is what? Supporting you. Right.
Yep.
So,
and they must support the bar.
Right.
So
but that app, just in case anybody's listening out there that has, you can it'll say before you can sign up to sing or something, you got to sign in. You can use your Facebook, whatever. And a lot of people at that point freeze, like, oh, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
And they'll come up, and I'm like, well, I don't have any slips. I got rid of them years ago.
Yeah.
It's
the reason why I asked is because I use a different app than you guys do. I use Songbooks Online.
Yeah.
And that requires a login for the singer. They have to put in whatever email they signed up with, and then a password. And so I had a guy last night that he forgot his password and was wondering if I could, if I had a way of of looking that up.
No.
Probably
And I'm
not,
like,
right?
Not that I know of, you know. So I mean, there's probably a thing on there where you can say forgot password or whatever, and then it'll
Yeah.
give you the ability
Yeah.
to.
But you don't have time to be IT.
Well, even if we could, I don't even think it's legal for us to know what that password is anyway.
No.
I mean,
No,
anything. Yeah.
Right.
That's why they make you reset the password. They get your email, they'll send you something to your email, and then you got to get
Yeah,
in.
and then they have the ability to reset it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do that all the
See,
time, too.
the thing with Songbook DB is there's an actual app that can download. Sign
Yep.
into it once. That's it. Create an account, you know? And
Well, same thing
anywhere
with
I'm
Songbooks
at,
Online.
or Kevin's at,
Songbooks
they
Online,
can
there's
just- yeah.
Songbooks Online. There's an app, or you can do it online. You can, you know, you just type in Songbooks Online in your Google search or whatever. It'll bring that up, and then you can sign in that way. Just put in the show ID. You know, there's a show ID that connects you to the host of the show that you're at. So that, I mean, they can do it that way, or they can get the app and then they can actually make a performer profile with with the email that they signed up with, and then their password or whatever. So, which is a really handy way to do it, because then they can go through my library, and songs that they like, they can, there's like a little star next to each song selection.
Yeah.
So they tap on that star and it saves it to their favorites. So then when they get to a show, they just open up their favorites folder and then just boom, 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 boom.
There's
Which you can also do with what we're using too. Yeah. I mean, both programs are similar.
Yeah.
And it don't matter what you all want to use out there. Whatever's comfortable for you, whatever's easier for you, shall I say, to make this gig that you're doing run smoother, faster, without any hiccups. Kevin, keep your chin up, man.
Yeah.
There are gigs out there, seriously, and you know,
it's hard
give
to
up.
pay bills when.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Don't give up, Kevin. Just knock on a couple of doors.
That's our message. That's our message tonight, folks. Don't give up. It's, if you really, truly, in your heart, want to do this, don't give up. Just keep going. You got to get these places that are going to close. You know, just bang, we're done. Or, like in my case, gave me a 2-3 month notice. Like, we're not renewing our lease in August. Okay, great. Now I have 3 months to fill these 2 nights. Did I? No, not yet, but I've got to, you know, and it's rough out there. It's rough for us DJs. It's
a lot of competition.
And like when Dennis says, competition is a big thing, because always going to be something there to underbid us.
Yeah.
They will always try to underbid you. Hey, let's all say hi to Matt's mom in the background. We love her. Hi, Matt's mom. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I actually, you're talking about the underbidding. I do have a story, but if you don't want time for that, that was at my first place. But if you want to end it, we can save it for another day.
You know what? I'm going to let you do it. It's not going to be a long. Let's hear it. I think it's important. Yeah.
The place I did this past winter, I had a relationship we started, and she reached out, and I said, yes, I will do it. And they started out slow. They were doing it every other week. So I was in there. I don't think it was the first night. It might have been the second of the every other week. And we had a little bit of a crowd. And I thought things were doing pretty good. They were happy. Again, they're looking at what's coming into their cash register drawer. But I can't really look at that. So I can only look at, drinks if I pay attention, or how many song requests I'm getting in. Anyways, the next week I was off because it was every other week. Well, one of the people that was singing that previous night, come in there, and I don't know people. I don't get around. I'm not easy. So,
says who?
Well, says me and everybody else that's never been with me. And so that person come in and it's like, hey, I don't know whether they didn't know there was karaoke that was every other weekend. They said, hey, I'm a guy and I do it at the Legion or something. Hey, I got a following. I can get you people coming in here. And I do appreciate that manager that was there at that point in time. She goes, okay, thank you very much for that information, but I'm happy with what we have here. So,
Yeah.
so he was trying to.
Oh, yeah. I've had people.
He was
yeah,
trying to come in and cut throat. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a guy that was notorious for that. He would go in and actually he would visit my shows while the show was going on and physically hand a business card to the manager right in front of me. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll do it for $50 less or whatever, Like, really?
Wow. That's amazing.
It takes a lot of gall. It takes a lot of gall.
That's cool.
To do
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, keep your chin up, man. Really,
Yeah, man.
seriously.
Keep it up.
I know this is in your blood. Also,
Which chin?
all of them. All of them. Keep them all up.
All three.
Yeah, no, we love you, Kevin. Really, it's just, and you know what? It was in your father's blood. It's in your blood. It's
No, we don't. Nothing
Uncle's
personal, but we do not discuss anything about a father.
Okay,
Sorry.
whatever. That's
Sorry, Kevin.
yeah.
Uncle.
Cut that out.
Uncle,
Cut
that's
that
right.
out.
Uncle.
Yeah. Cut that out, Michael. Cut that out. Edit that. Forget that father thing. Hey, listen, until next week, where we may or may not be talking about AI. Is that going to take over our jobs as a DJ or a KJ? Maybe.
Are we going to be ousted by robots?
We will see you next week. Until then, take care, my friends.
Wait a minute.
See you next week.
Do we have any sponsors that we should mention, maybe?
Oh,
Matt?
my God. Kevin,
Matt?
you just saved all our jobs. Matt,
That's
what
right.
do we got?
Me first?
Sure.
Yeah, you always.
You'll pick the
yeah.
easy
Okay.
one.
I'll go with DJEventPlanner.com.
Beautiful.
I'll go with EV Electro Voice, their speaker company, locally here in the great USA.
Oh.
You know what? I was going to ask Dennis, but he's really not from around.
I don't have anybody.
You don't have nothing?
No, sorry.
No.
He's out in the middle of the Pacific somewhere.
Yeah,
He really is.
He's making sandcastles.
that's right. Thanks for having me.